the US connotations can be quite extensive, particularly if the likes of Brian and Andy are US persons. It kind of depends a lot on what the overall structure looks like from a US perspective. So if we take a step back and just assume that Brian and Andy are both greater than 10% shareholders or stakeholders in the business, in a former part of the business or the current piece, and they, together with any other US shareholders, effectively control any of these entities, i.e. they have a greater than 50% vote or value stake in these businesses, then the various companies are likely to be controlled foreign corporations for US tax standpoint, or CFCs. Also, just notwithstanding that there is a provision out there, downward attribution, which should be considered as well, insofar as even if the shareholders together themselves don't actually constitute control of these entities, the downward attribution rules could apply. And historically, pre-2017, they didn't apply to foreign owners or foreign participants, but that provision was removed, so they're now fully extended. So it'd be quite common in this sort of business with ANIEN in particular, and possibly the ANIEN, the Gulf side, but also the crypto side, to have US operations, even if this was a foreign business, which would then presumably be housed inside a US corporation at a subsidiary level. And the downward attributions are a little bit bizarre in their construct. But what they tend to do is they attribute to the US person, so the US corporation, anything that a greater than 50% shareholder owns. So just to give you an example, if ANIEN Limited, for example, established a US subsidiary, then it would be attributed everything that New Holding Company owns. So it would attribute the IP company, potentially ANIEN Crypto after that's moved in, underneath the Inc., and therefore the Inc. would now have 100% control of those, and that would automatically make those CFCs, even if the US ownership across the top wasn't significant enough in itself to make them CFCs.